Hello? Okay, there we are. Do, do, do. Switch over. Oh, let's go. Oh, my little guy's minimized. Hello. Hello. Come on. There. Okay. Hello. Hello. We back. We are back today. I hope you had a decent day. I just had some good bread. Recently, my partner found a Persian market nearby, so I could have some uh sangak again. It's this type of Iranian flatbread. It's I really like it. It's flat, but um, kind of spongy, and they come in these really long uh, sheets. It's yummy, very good. Okay, let's hope things didn't get borked in the meantime. Eh, Let's go. Okay, yeah, we are in the bookstore looking at nerd stuff. Um, I think I forgot one thing. Okay, updated with some tags. Okay, sorry. Let's get going. Okay, we were. Gotta shake our head. Oh, actually, Harry right there is reminding me to stretch, cause I always forget. Okay, got my clipboard out. Oh,
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
gotta bring a really
A
weird
golden pendant
energy.
hangs around the woman's neck. in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
Ooh. I want to narrow my eyes mysteriously. You can't add this parentheses after this and expect me not to pick it.
Oh, yes. Helps to have an anchor in these times. I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Little shop of culture.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl?
She's doing good.
Did you talk to her? Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
We're gonna gas up this girl. She deserves
Her
it.
opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
Oh. That's okay. We either give her the lift 5 stars or refuse to grade. We'll give her the lift
My
5
precious,
stars.
her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
The
Okay,
woman
let's change
before you
the subject.
scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go, get...
She
Okay.
smiles and nods.
Farewell, book peddler. Pedals a book like a bicycle. Whee! Huh. Yeah, I'd say so. Rather candid. Just discarded. Yeah. I can
This
click on
bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
the weird stuff.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
I know how that works.
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to and which costs more than this book, is garbage and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything. Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place. It's your own fault if you're ill. Got it? Various paranatural books still
Don't like that book. I was hoping it was more like
several maps have been
DIY
attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the
medicine
alcove.
recipes.
They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez. This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another, far
Okay.
away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme. Ozon, Laurentide, Fas a la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white.
I want to look at maps.
In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you. Radiating outwards from you, the suzerain Revachol, with a radius of 80 kilometers, still the crown jewel of this Isola would be barely visible. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Mwindi is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called.
I have this problem where, like, I'm very much just like, fuck borders. Fuck, you know, man-made divisions on the geography and stuff. But at the same time, I really like maps. I would just look at maps for fun when I was a kid and growing up. And like, I have this problem with games I call map games. So like Civilization, Stellaris, those kind of games, where it's really hard for me to stop playing because I just like, ooh, here's the map. Oh, I gotta explore more of the map. Oh, let me traverse this map. Let me look at these borders and landmarks and things and stuff. But, you know, fuck borders.
Connections to other worlds, words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
I have
The
to look at
north
all these
coast of a
maps.
verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East. Hudon, it's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst. It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is, north of Jamrock, the strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent.
Oh.
It's almost Coal City, to be honest. No, Coal City is worse. A charred limb. Rain falls on its slick black streets. And then there's the burnt-out quarter in the heart of Jamrock. Is it cold in this bookstore? Or is it just you? No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets
Yeah.
and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive.
Yeah.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them.
How do you know?
They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. Yes. Are you interested or not? Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
We got a map. A precious cents.
The worn map
There we go.
features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner. Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Cypar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North. Finally, coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Map tab. Journal. Map. Here we go. Oh, I love it. I'm glad I brought it. Bought it. That's the word, not brought. Waterfront. This is where we were? Yeah, I recognize it. Harbor. Oh, okay. I see. Very cool. Oh, neat. Okay. I see. I like this. Okay.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen
Oh, that's
over
me.
and over. Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. Furthermore, they have no idea how
It's
hard
so
it is
hard.
to remove a body from a tree. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Oh, God,
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels.
no. Whoa.
Hobocop. Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Aramakan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
nice. Okay, I see. So while you're researching, it has that effect, and once you're done, you get bonuses. Okay, I see.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
She's right. Those curtains give off some eerie vibes. Better not mess with it. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with
She's
empty eye
involved
sockets
in
stares at you.
something fishy.
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. Be wary of those mysterious ornaments from the Dark Isles. Do you realize what's out there? Upon the mist-shrouded islands of Ile de Fantôme in
I
Seminole,
don't.
eerie pygmies and wild shamans practicing unnatural mysticism. Not so. You sense their strange magics, cast from the dark forest they writhe around in. Don't believe it? Go ahead, straight through the curtains. Suffer the...
Okay, mysterious curtains, mysterious fish heads, mysterious bookstore owners. Molten candy.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyamdal somewhere. Rows and rows of Hyamdala men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from Hyamdal and the Mammoth Riders. Man from Hyamdal, Return to Hyamdal. And the solipsistic Man from Hyamdal and the Hyamdal Man.
I love that one.
Maybe 100. Man from Hyamdal and the
amazing.
sages at the end of the world.
Okay, give me
Man
more.
from
Give me more.
Hyamdal and the false god. Man from Hyamdal and the scorched earth. Man from Hyamdal, the Hyamdal colonies. Man from Hyamdal and the swamp beast. Man from Hyamdal and the snow crabs.
Ooh, snow crabs.
Those snow crabs are worse than they sound. Not even close.
Okay, let's
Man
keep
from
going.
Hyamdal in hell. Man from Hyamdal and the forest of slaves. Man from Hyamdal under the lake. Man from Hyamdal, Hyamdal burning. There's even the Trial of Death, a pastoral combat gamebook set in the world of Hyamdala Man,
Oh,
and so much more.
I have to do this check.
A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching. Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular Man from Hyamdal in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man.
Harry.
She's laughing at him, belittling him.
Is this calling you out for a reason?
Between the throne and the Hyamdala Man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Hyamdal and the Devil Woman. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyamdal novels.
Okay, I don't have the doll. Nice collection you got here. Nice. Let's get us some cans. Let's do it. We're gonna clean these streets up. One can at a time. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a little...
This coin-operated
yeah.
viewer is facing south. The instruction manual said.
Nope, I'm good. Oh. Take it. Hell yeah. We're in the money now. Oh. Don't think you're getting past me? This is what cops should do. They should be given trash pickup stuff while they're out on the beat.
Vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Yeah, it didn't do anything wrong.
The box seems happy.
Aww.
Eat shit, pig. Fucked by the coon. And sent G with a crown.
Fucking Kuno.
Jenny is a whore. And best set mailbox also.
I
The
feel
mail
you.
collection box seems cathartic.
Aww.
Thankfully even. So do
Aww.
you shudder. Then you swallow. And then suddenly you see it. Over all the other graffitos, someone has, using the tip of a very sharp knife, cut the words, Reverchon forever.
You done what you could, little box. Yeah, cleaning up. Gimme. Yeah.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now. You're
Hell
100%
yeah.
sure you've got special Hobocop money for that tier. At least 100% extra tier money. If the numbers on the machine told you otherwise, it's a lie. The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Okay. Hell yeah. Cleaning up the streets of Martinique. Ooh, what's this? Yoink. Looking for more, looking for more. Junk. Cop vision activate. What's this? Hmm. Interesting. Everyone needs more birds. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt your game. More birds in their life. It will improve your mental fortitude. What's this? Huh. Interesting. It's up to the harbor area. Hi, bird. I'm a bird. What's this? Yoink. Ooh. Yoink. Hey, what's the deal with your boat?
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing
Joyce.
boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
Hi, Joyce.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Oh, are you the negotiator? What gave
Nothing,
us
honestly.
away?
I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Oh, wonderful.
What is implied here? That you're a drunk?
Shake her
I'm
hand.
glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. The lieutenant is hatching some scheme.
I trust you, Kim.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Can I click on this now? Okay.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
You're on a boat.
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking. The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking?
Ooh.
Those are the shipping side of things.
Airships.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments. A
Woo.
conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility. They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminoes and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it. You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo? We built this district. All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions, the plazas Meteor and Mosaic, even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP. Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Wait.
Yes, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade and Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus. I'm glad you see
I
it
like
that way.
octopus.
To repeal the act would mean repealing the coalition government. The one that leases you the right to police West Revachol.
Sippy.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about I believe the official title is Senior Labour Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
Okay.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive. There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
I like it.
Then you might also like their other slogan. Demand democracy. Personally, I don't think it has the same pizzazzo as every worker a member of the board. It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what? About anything really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
Yeah.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, Not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group. That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as negotiations go, it's not a swell start. I'm
Backing
not
up
sure.
the commie points.
Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the Union refuses to? If they were
yep.
organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least. Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him.
Sounds like usual aggressive posturing.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood. He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar. Yes, Edgar looks
Two of
exactly
them.
like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues. The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say...
Comment ça c'est...
The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
I don't have enough information.
Of course, officer.
It's a weak answer, but like, I haven't experienced anything for myself inside the Union. Union.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story. Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a union matter.
Okay.
The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Of course.
Okay.
How else can I help? Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Yeah.
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please. Oh, dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
Oh, look at the birdie. Seagull on the bow, ready for the great ocean journey. Just kind of like huddling down, facing forward. Yeah, let's go, Seagull. Let's go.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Yeah.
She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuate.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
I don't know if I have
Reports from
anything.
inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
Okay.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge, though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Okay, Kim. Yeah?
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Really? I
This
thought it
woman
was
is
cool.
running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're siding with the Union, or that we're on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Okay. What?
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters. You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Might as well play. Okay.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
You're on a
Why,
boat.
yes, I am. The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
Oh, it needs a name. Every
The
vessel needs
word
a name.
"it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name. A breeze ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that, a resounding darkness. You're reminded of something. Or someone.
A boat really
Okay.
needs a name.
How about Cordelati 19? Why? Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati.
No,
And its hull
no,
is
this
19
won't do.
paces long.
This will not do. Oh, sleek fish. Dolores. Yeah, how
Why
about that?
Dolores? Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion. It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business. My sloop? I like it a lot.
Dolores.
It's the eel's hips, baby.
Eels, honey. Eels.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're
Kim?
investigating.
This is important. We needed to name the boat. You cannot have a boat without a name. It just doesn't work that way. Maritime tradition trumps maritime law, which trumps whatever law we're enforcing. This boat needs a damn name.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
I'm playing.
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou. I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good, perhaps.
Does she need a license? I feel right. I feel
Good.
gross asking that.
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the forestay to the batstay on this.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics.
Destro
Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you
amphetamine,
can't make from the stuff.
aka Adderall. Move
Yes,
on.
but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
I know what she means.
Unlikely, officer. I'm talking about the lorries. Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they may be vulnerable.
I thought they go the other way. Like, the truckers we're talking to haven't been inside.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
I don't
I'll
like
be
it.
explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
I don't like this.
She simply nods.
Of course, detective.
Later, lady. We got cans to pick up. Cans. That's the kind of trash the cops should be picking up. Mm-hmm.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to
No.
The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response. The door rattles again, but this time you hear.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside. Doesn't matter who I am. Now go on, get out of here. Ha! The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told you. Go check the backyard door. Maybe.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
There is no reply. Just faint sweeping sounds inside.
Sweep. Alright, fair.
Yeah, you better keep walking.
Yoink. What's this? Oh, it's locked. Oh. How? Do I just talk to them from down here?
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier. You peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like an endless row of tiny black holes. Sweat starts trickling down your brow. Your chest feels tight looking
Oof.
at them. It's closing in, caving in, ever tighter.
Have
Your
we been
breathing
shot
grows
before?
even heavier.
Sounds like we have.
You okay there? You were looking pale there for a second. What are you looking at? Remnants from the revolution. These are over half a century old.
50 years ago.
No, we are not constructors and renovators. And these
Are you
bullet
sure,
holes do
Kim?
not warrant an
You
investigation.
got any spackle in your carriage over there? Do some patching up.
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Should we go?
Okay. Old bullet holes. What do I have new here? My racist mug. That'll be my bad cop routine. When somebody's bothering me, I just shove the racist mug in front of them. Look at it. Look at this racist ass mug. That'll show them. That'll get them to talk. Nope. Can't go there. Okay.
Hey, what's that noise down there?
There must be another way into the building.
Okay, thanks, Loud Kim. I don't know why you were so loud there.
The streets will flow red once more, a great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth,
Hi,
blood
Cindy.
type, the last time I was tested for Hep C. Had a battery of tests just last week. I'm practically a patchwork of interesting critters. Kinda like a manowar.
She's grown frustrated with her work and welcomes the opportunity to challenge authority in other ways.
Feel that. Feel that, Cindy.
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit.
Ooh, that's pretty big.
I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here.
Mm-hmm.
We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cats. And my name's not Mona, so...
You got me
She
there.
wants it to be something true and total.
Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
The reverse psych.
The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief.
Okay.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features.
Mm-hmm.
The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. On a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world. It's where they grow whores like her, and their whoremen. Have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to defend her honor? I ain't no snitch, Pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Oh, if
Actually,
you say so.
there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
Thanks, Kim.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Bye,
Watch your
Cindy.
back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Mm-hmm. Makes little finger guns at her. Pew, pew. Okay. So we're getting nowhere. So volume seems a little loud. Hi, Cormorant. What you looking at? Can I look? Yep. Come on, Harry. Work with me. Work with me here. No. Yeah. What you looking at? You taking a nap? Enhance. Huh? What? Yeah. Look for fishies. Look for the fishies. I don't see them either. I'll be your spotter though. I only see seaweed. Yeah, that's just seaweed. Okay, buddy, you're on your own. These eyes ain't good for fishy spotting. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Ready? Ooh. Oh no, it's just one of these. I think we cleaned up all the bottles. Talk to these people playing a game. Oh wait, it's this way.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
Burp.
I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to Angry Old René first.
Okay. Hello, angry old Rene.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game.
What a
alright?
good line. That's such a good line.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
I love
That's
that.
the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
Okay, I have to do this. Uh-oh. What's gonna happen?
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline that precedes every victory.
Feel the
cold
ball.
metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it. Probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory.
Yes.
Already, your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
Okay. Now let's feel the surroundings. Just kind of like do an echolocation pulse. Or you know, like in Death Stranding, where your little scanner thing sends out the ping. That's what we're gonna do, but just with vibes.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
Okay. Oh. I am
An
ball.
embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency.
Yes.
Behold the fear and confusion reflecting in the eyes of the two feeble geezers. They are in awe of your superiority. You are a god to them.
Oh God.
Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now.
We are ball. Shot put. It's not the game.
Merde! Bordel de merde! What the hell is your problem? I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn
Fucking Harry.
disrespectful.
A man his age getting worked up like that? Better watch that blood pressure.
Oh, I don't know how to move this forward. But it was worth it. It was so worth it.
You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull. Well, it damn well isn't. It's pétanque. You ruined a pétanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
I'm gonna accept it. You know, that's on me.
Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us?
Just talk. It'll smooth things over. Old people like attention.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. I do. Fire from heavy artillery.
Heavy
History.
artillery fire, you say? That's the best kind of artillery fire. Very interesting.
Why what? Because that's what happens when communists hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special. Senseless sentimentality. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough. Because this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first. Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. This here is Blood Ground, where Coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil. Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
He approves of this radical approach. Knows
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
It's true, I just kind of react.
I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisell had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with. Damn Frisell. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution. A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frisell. He would have been better. The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already?
Soon, they will forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's bowls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Okay, monarchist. How's your back?
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Hell yeah, nothing quite like a good sandwich. Good Sammy. Okay.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours.
Goddamn, I
hope
need
your
more
heart gives
padding
out.
on my not fat ass.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day? Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week, but that's all I know, really. No, officers, I'm sorry, and I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
It's in my shoes.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Respects?
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard. Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
Sounds like they suck.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history, only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
No, I'm sorry, officer. I don't even have a key card. Evrard usually sends someone to get me when he wants to talk.
Okay.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals, you'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Okay, Gaston. Take a sippy. Do a little stretchy. Stretchy. Bye for now. I'm not getting your ball. God. Okay. What am I doing? Excuse me. Sorry. Teehee. Sorry. Ooh. Oh, I see. Ugh. Come on. What's in here? Yoink. Okay, punch up. Locked. Oh, fingerless gloves? Holy shit. Holy shit. Fingerless gloves. Everybody wears those. Hell yeah. Look at me. Hobo cop. That's how fast Hobo Cop moves. Can't even see him. Water lockout. Ooh, wait, did I miss this? Yoink.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them. His posture is relaxed. Despite his powerful build and a knife in his hand, this man resorts to physical intimidation only infrequently, if at all.
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Revachol.
The words daredevil driver sound ominous.
They stunting? Doing
Too bad
stunts
it also
and
takes
tricks.
a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. Sure thing.
Yay!
Want some too, officer?
Why
It's
not?
a little treat.
Well, there's the fishing village.
Hell yeah.
An abandoned
Little
fish
salami.
market. A bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Okay.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way.
You know, we're not gonna... That could make things worse. Butter sign down. Wow. There's a drawbridge here. Okay. Hello. Cash register. That's Kim. What's up?
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
You speak ominously.
What can I do for you?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored.
I love trinkets and old stuff in antique stores.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what?
Let's take a...
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Prolidon. It's tough to come by on the street. A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects.
Oh.
And it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Whoa. Yellow. I had to check something, sorry.
How would I know?
There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting. Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something, like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket.
I've had to take it, you know, since the People's Pile cleanup. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctioned. Radioactive waste everywhere. Probably some of it in you too. We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized, tried to help the fire brigades contain the spill.
Tough son of a gun, this one. Respect.
I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The Esperance didn't have the art to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud, years getting sick. There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment, and early deaths, cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming even as we were cleaning up as best we could. No one's. Everyone's.
So much bitterness.
A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen? The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died. Left me this shack and all the assorted junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm gonna get as far away from Forberg as I can. Still in the same city, but...
Yeah.
I like the theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those vortices, my man.
Yeah.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple
Well,
of days back.
now we know what happened. So that suggests that I really am a cop. And it does sound like I just quit. I had enough. I'm done.
What? Sold? The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
You...
We've came here too. That just sounded really, really bad.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
Yeah, I'll probably take some morale damage if I press.
Of course. I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have. The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or anything of that sort myself. Ask around the harbour. There might be some workers there who'd be willing to help. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business.
That's
bad
fair.
for everyone.
No one likes to see what you have to see every day. The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Okay. What do I got? What? Possible. Okay. I think that was it. So we sold some lady our gun.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
That's not gonna work. No.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
I trust your bird nests. Birds nest. Roy, I like you. You seem like a good person. Okay. Where was that? Show me. There we go. Between those trucks down there, smokes. Go get him. Smokes. Smoke him if you got him. Wee. Woo. Ooh. I'll live there. Hobo cop. Man, I like this guy. I don't want to drill him about drugs. That's his own damn business.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
Limbo. Limbo.
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay the bosses, man. Makes sense. It sucks is what it does.
True.
Maybe don't tell people. The people they don't like are actually right.
What do you call him?
High-grade narc.
Time to arrest him.
No.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits, and that kind of thing.
Okay.
They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident.
One of those.
Though we've been making headway in the Ilmaran market lately. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically.
I like this guy. Kuno pinched one of those suits. Fucking Kuno. The biggest little shit.
The woman still has her eyes fixed. No response. Wherever this woman, no response. Wherever this woman is, nothing. No. This one is a monster in disguise. No response. Wherever.
Okay, she's gone. What else can we do? Let's talk to Kuno again. Got a radio. I don't think I've been here.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Ooh, pinball.
Silence. No one answers your call. An off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell. Then a woman picks up the receiver.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Please don't do that. Doorbells are not toys, and this one isn't even working properly. Please don't call us again.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead. You ring the doorbell. Just seeing the words Andro Orlando gets your hackles up. Its very existence is a threat to your masculinity, to say nothing of your hair.
Half-Light.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call. You ring the doorbell, but nothing happens. You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver but isn't saying anything.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
Whoa.
Have you come to place an order? My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
Oh, geez. What did we do?
It's a woman, and she knows you. Your heart beats faster. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building,
shivers
a cold
and
memory hangs.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care. Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
She sounds like she's about to cry. The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. Another seagull passes by.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Did we just get a ghost?
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident. Silence. No one answers the doorbell. This button looks new, but someone has removed the name.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and... alright, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your... There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. A strange metallic taste fills your mouth as you stare at the intercom.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
It's you. My God.
Wait, is she...
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone.
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear. Your hands are getting cold and your breathing becomes visible, forming small silvery puffs in the air.
Ever since I came to... as if my... it's...
And then it hits you. She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Real or not, your mirror neurons react. Anger boils up in your chest. Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going. A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
So curious.
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow, crawling inside your head. Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways, guttering.
So... it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve. I don't have time to explain it to you right now. Maybe sometime later. Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
True. Whoa. I can zoom out further now. Okay. Hey, Kuno. What's up?
Fuck does Kuno care?
Figure out what's going on with this kid. Could you really figure out what's going on with Kuno? I got... wait. Gonna mute. Gonna have a little snacky.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the shit? Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
He can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit. How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right? Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape. Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer. That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything? Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag! You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die!
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head after all that. Whatever, piggy. Course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig. Kuno knows. Kuno and C saw you shit yourself. It's okay, pig. Not everyone can face the fear Kuno style.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Have a bunch of trail mix. I just kind of was like, nom, 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 nom. It's like, oh wait, I'm on stream. Okay. Yeah. Ugh. Can we do this? It doesn't seem that tall.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Low percentage. Come on.
Nope, no.
Sure. Just be careful, okay? Looks like you almost.
It's not that far. Where do I go now? Ooh, bucket. Got a little thing. Let's see, what do we got? Interesting. Ooh, change. No, not Kim. Not Kim. I was picking up this change. I feel pickled. Pickled. Go for a swim. Oh, fishy. Fishy spotted. Cormorant, over here. Over here, I see a fishy. Cormorant. Ooh. Smokes. Let's see what. What do I do? No, I don't want to talk to nobody. Ooh. I got a coat? Hell yeah. Look at me. Styling. What else is around here? Not much.
There must be another way into the
Oh
building.
Jesus! Oh God! Loud Kim! He was like right in my ear. Just oh my God.
You see a young man on a balcony
Oh,
nursing
okay.
a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer. There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you? No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
Looks around the courtyard.
You didn't answer the question.
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend.
Sunday
How
fun
intriguing.
day.
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
This is my only option.
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette.
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
I'd even go so far as to...
We will remove the body.
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you? No, not you. Some more...
And when did you speak?
Last week?
You didn't answer the question.
It was my Sunday friend.
A. Makes sense. He doesn't...
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains? For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
Nice. Bye-bye.
He's gone. No point in running.
That.
Tenements like these often have multiple exits.
I know.
If he does,
you don't
he could
have
be
to
a
tell
witness. Him or his. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
A stone, like any other. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments. We'll just have to go in and see.
Knocks on every door. Well, let's look around. Maybe we can find more bottles. Ooh, what's this? Oh my god. I have to. Glasses with flip-ups. Yeah. Hello, I'm the bag cop. Okay. We are styling now. Cleanings. Okay. Good for them. Oh. Yoink. Ooh. Postcard. Boogie Street 46. Boogie Street.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
It never does.
This woman's health is failing her. There's not much to do. Not in this damp.
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
Oh no, lady.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
I'm worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman? Ask away, policeman. The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still, she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
She mumbles some kind of a response. Then,
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Never underestimate the old lady that cleans hallways.
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
Oh God. Girl.
It's barely bigger than a closet.
Gotta
But
get you
I
out of
don't
the coal
complain,
mines.
No. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
and all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery.
Oh, you'll find plenty of martins here. Don't you worry. Pea-brain, someone played a trick on you. Martin Martinez is a name for...
Oops, you really didn't get the joke there.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
Yes, yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Which is the other
Somewhere
end?
in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for? Talk?
Lady.
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Okay.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Okay.
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor. A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to minus 20 degrees Celsius. Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down. It's red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room.
Yoink. This is balcony. Okay. Yoink.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter
I'm
up
so good at
staircases.
sauntering. Look at me saunter.
I didn't think you
Swish,
could do that
swish,
with
swish.
hooves. But here you are. Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutations.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out
That's-
of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
It's like red-dyed agricultural diesel, which is actually a thing. It's only approved for use in agricultural vehicles for emissions reasons and quality.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
Something to think about next time you're driving around in your pretty little piggy carriage. I ain't no snitch.
Actually, there is...
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Hello again, officers. Have...
Oh, jeez, lady. Oh, is that a kitty cat on the pillow? Enhance. Hello. Jeans. No, wait. Can we... Yeah. Yoink. Penny Pinching Policeman. Hell yeah. Yoink. this different stairway. Balcony, here we go. Yep. Sounds about right. What's this? Yoink. Nice.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoke.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
Okay.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Remember, tomorrow, he's probably gone for today.
Okay. Jeez. Anything else here? Doesn't look like it. Some stuff to pick through, maybe. Cigarette butts. Oh, money. More money for me. Well, it's something. My strut. Do 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 loo loo do. Let's go strut.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a...
okay. Hmm.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm.
No, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They're also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
Kid.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
Candy.
Oh, it's you.
Was that a snarl or a suppressed groan? No love for you here.
Firewalker? Oh, yes, you are. Just don't breathe in the general direction of your fire feet. Actually, wait. Do exactly that. Put yourself out of your misery. Take a deep, diaphragmatic breath in and...
A glorious sight. Your body, tired from the vastness of the visions that haunt it, burning up in a flame fed by your own living breath.
I see third-degree burns and a referral to a plastic surgeon whom you won't be able to afford. But that's in the future. Do you have any current, pressing medical problems? Hard to tell exactly what it was over the phone. Could be a combination of peripheral neuralgia and high blood pressure. Could be that you were having a heart attack. Or, actually, it could be both, given your profile. Cut down on the drinking, pal. In fact, cut off the drinking. The drugs, too. Anything else?
Oh, but speed. Sweet speed. It goes so well with alcohol, too.
No, it doesn't.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised. What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
Oh, okay. Quits the force.
And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile?
Sort of. But by God, does it burn in your chest.
Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life.
He just wants me to die.
Accept it. The body is an object, and objects break down. Do what good you can with yours, before the rest goes too.
Look, pal, getting pumped and dumped is not a disease. People live through it all the time. You must have me confused for a close personal friend. I am not. I am...
One needs tending to right now, he thinks, looking around the room. God, these apes.
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body? Do that. I need to go. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate.
Oh, God.
It looks like Mac Thorson, but it's hard to say because his eyes are swollen.
Oh, no. Oh,
It's
God.
not fucking cryoacrylate.
It is that is what super glue is.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Right. 10-4, come in. Fireworker, over. 10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but... What does he want now? He's asking for money. Is he fucking kidding? I don't think he is. Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all. Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says he's in trouble, doesn't have a place to sleep. Well, I guess he'd better crack the case before sundown then.
Okay. I figured I'd ask.
Who cares what this Vic may said? Pull on their heartstrings.
Anything else, sir? Over. Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12 here. Over. Understood, sir. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier, around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter, when Officer Judith Minot enters. Her left arm is in bandages, and her hair trimmed short.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
What happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He's lost his badge and his sidearm. He seemed confused, delirious even.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story
He
to
can
his
see?
partner,
Or is he
Chester
doing
McLean,
this with super
near
glue?
the entrance.
Closed
Yeah,
eyes.
Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some gnarly shit there. I mean, before he started begging for money, it was...
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain. Or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to pull his shit together.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, The officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat. Nothing, nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
Carefree lollygagging. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
In the cabin, you see a set of...
Okay, so we took care of those little steps. I didn't think anything was gonna happen. Okay, after 2200. It's tomorrow. I don't know what else to do. What's up?
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
Okay, so is Revachol the city?
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness. You sense slight embarrassment for the outburst. Or is it pride? Impossible to tell.
Whatever you say, officers. Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation. The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so. Apples.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround.
Hey,
let's
that's
be
me.
honest. You
I'm an
were
apple.
bested.
I don't know. I gotta show Thursday.
Oh man, that's great. God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine. Looking for something? Oh, not much anymore. Apples. Fine.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest. You were bested.
Yes?
Let's see. Leave. Oh, we can level up. What though? No, don't like that. Love this art. It's so freaking good.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. The back end of the cabin is a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Can we fuck up his lorry? I got some chain cutters. Bolt cutters. No, it doesn't look like it.
A lorry stuck in the traffic.
Carriage, get out of the way. Kim, please. Kim.
Hello again, my man. What's on your mind? It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making them anything else. Us lorry drivers, not my thing.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
I don't have any good leads. Ultra zoom. Can I get up here? Oh, there's people in here. Oh, things have changed. Oh no, not this song. The stream friendly one. I think.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook.
And how long has it been? We're almost at 3 hours. Wow, this game's so good.
As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. It must be his name, Garancy. Garancy Kubek. Sounds representative. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color.
I'm so drawn to it.
Blue is for mystery. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. The door does not budge.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation.
Yes.
Gart is the person to ask about this, the cafeteria manager.
It is a pretty door. What's up here? Yoink. Okay, no, never mind. Stuck to this one guy.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemon?
Yes.
You do have something better to do. Stop drooling over that stupid rum stain and go before it's too late.
Why is he highlighted?
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Sticky fingers.
The man does not mind. You probably need...
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait.
I missed
Use
this
magnesium to heal your
tutorial
morale
section
if you have morale damage.
a while ago. Okay.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant.
I can see that.
I did it my way.
This fan has two chains, or has it been consigned there as punishment? The bed is cold and not particular.
else in here? Can I recycle all these bottles in there? Come on.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. Your hands, however skillful, can't manage this.
I guess we talked to Carl.
Can I help you? Yes, have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real. Like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money you owe me. What thing? Oh yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust.
You suck.
Junk and dust.
There could be treasure in there. Treasures. Many.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage.
Oh, really? Come on. That's how wondering works. You do it regardless of the time you have.
So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
Okay.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
True.
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike.
Gotcha.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere. Or laying low after the, lynching.
Whatever he may feel about you, he can't miss the opportunity to throw you a look of what he assumes is shared understanding.
Yeah. The Union guys think they're untouchable. They probably fucking killed that guy or something and now think they can hide out till it all blows over and it's fair weather again in Martinez.
Probably.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
Okay.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Okay. This one. Okay, I see.
Absolutely out of the question.
You wait and see, cafeteria manager. Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
We're gonna do it. Okay. Secret passages. Ooh. Okay.
see a heavy steel.
Oh, have a good stream, Soresa. Soresa, stream time. Man, I just really on the balcony. Just see if there's anything I missed up there. Nope. Nope. You get up there, maybe through the secret door. Ooh, excuse me for the yawn. What's that about? Okay.
The lights are so pretty when it gets dark.
Yeah, you got a good eye for this.
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed. Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess so.
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir. Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when...
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
What is this
crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Crime murder gets the people going.
And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
I see. Okay.
Don't say that. He's not even real. You're real. Cheer up, sir. No need to compare yourself to a fictional character.
You're sweet, internet.
Maybe you can show me some real deductive police work, sir. Like in the books.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
What do you mean, sir?
She knows where this is going. She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest. A facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals. She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
Yeah.
Because you usually aren't. I'm sorry, sir. I hope things get better soon.
Aww.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar, somehow. Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, telling people about being a star or something.
Of a
I don't
superstar,
understand
maybe?
who those stars are. Of course, you stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Oh, jeez.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
Truly.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy. Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
I didn't know I had to do that. I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir, I can't. It would be too tiring to refrain from it. It's already tiring enough to remember to say it all the time. It's nice of you to say I could stop, though. That's a friendly enough face, most of the time.
I really like her. This is sweet. Okay. What's new? What?
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the
Sir, don't touch that! I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're dumb if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains. You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. Thank you. Let's just talk.
There is something mysterious about the curtains. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Nothing. Now please go back.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
It's true. It's true.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine crime fiction. These books, furthermore, they have no idea how. What's more, they completely ignore. Not a single mention of, you see, Dick Mullen on the job. Get me Mullen. The stalwart adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the murder in the orchard. The sordid affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. The final case of Dick Mullen. An obvious lie. Dick Mullen in the clock tower. The ordeals of Dick Mullen. Dauntless Dick. Dick Mullen's funeral pyre. Nice. The murder of Dick Mullen. Oh no, turns out he faked it to solve a case.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, there's also the dame who did it.
I read
my
them.
Mullen. Faking death seems to be a common trope in the Mullen series. The morbid tales of Dick Mullen. A dark tide tragedy calls for Dick Mullen. Another one with fake death. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen? Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book.
What do we
The
have?
title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
How?
A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic hard-boiled phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence. Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals? Perhaps you're drawn to the dark and noirish atmosphere. Is it because the smoking dame in the slinky red dress on the cover is giving you a hard-on? Yes, it is. The bulge in your pants is in. Relax. It's not that bad. Also,
something the matter, detective?
The lieutenant nods. You think you detect the faintest trace of a grin on his face, but you can't say for certain. The plaque on the shelf reads, biographies of... Browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant.
Who needs drugs?
It's all just vapid egoism.
Vapid egoism.
Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz, by one Cecilia Averbrook. High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One of them is the madcap driver, Jacob Irv. His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
That sounds horrible.
Next to that, Rivasholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though.
She understands she has erred against the customer and immediately corrects course.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biography.
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Amidst the various books, you find one written. The point of the book, and various paranatural books still.
What are you talking about, lady?
Shelves full of biographies of.
I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power. A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things. Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal.
I'm buying this
book. A true
book.
cultural touchstone. Enjoy the read.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels.
Supporting local business.
The Greatest Innocence by João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego. The book is large and heavy. Browsing through the various chapters, you try your best to understand the ceaseless overflow, the sprawl of names, dates, places, events historical. Most of it ends up as a twisted mass of facts inside your brain. You can do it. It'll be worth it. There's something here. Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well, it's pop quiz time. Let's see what you've learned. This might take a few minutes. That's the spirit. Here we go. Question 1. Who was the first Innocence? Dolores Day. Incorrect. Dolores Day was the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. She codified parliamentary democracy and created modern institutions. Among these, the moral intern. She was powerful and beautiful on all her icons. Her colors are silver, white, and apricot. And when you think her name, Dolores, stomach acid rises to the back of your throat, and it hurts. You see a flash silver, a wreath, an airport bag, and blonde hair. You don't know why. Another choice, perhaps? Steer clear of this one. There's something terrible about this one. A strange sensation of loss. When she left the earth, the dust, and the ice, and the humans. That is unimportant to the quiz. Stop. Yes, the quiz is impersonal. No need to rouse. Incorrect. Sola was anointed during the previous century and even lived to see the current one. She was an urban planner who spoke her mind and largely left history to its own devices, encouraging people to excel on their own rather than prescribing to a deified model of history. She is often called an anti-innocence. Sola resigned after an assassination attempt by a Yugo nationalist who blamed her for not taking the side of the left during the turn of the century revolutions. Innocences don't usually resign. Care to try again? Correct. Nothing much is known about him. It's not even clear that he was a he, but Franco Negro presumed as such and called him Pius. He's depicted as a young man with molten gold pouring out of his mouth. All he spoke was gold. It's said he invented God and equality of men before God. He also introduced the gold standard as a way for measuring people's love for Aurum.
Interesting.
As the first innocence, he declared that there should be more of those like him. It is presumed his disciples were the beginning of the Holy Party, the founding party. Question 2. Who was the strongest innocence? Dolores. Incorrect. Vespa Messina is not a person, but a defunct state on the southeastern coast of the Occident. It used to take up most of the peninsula before separating into the republics of Vespa and Messina. Care to try again? Correct. Named the innocence of militarism, he codified hereditary rule, but at the same time ended serfdom and established the Inter-Isolari Real as the global reserve currency. He also established the concept of the nation.
No.
Franco Negro attempted to solve the rising tensions between the aristocracy and bourgeoisie by building a unified society in which every man has a place and a mission, but at the same time may rise to nobility provided on the strength of his virtue.
Oh, okay. One of those.
Question 3. Who was the false innocence? Okay, it wasn't Dolores Day. She's not false. Incorrect. Kedra is a large nation in the mid-northern area of the Mawindi Isola, north of the Occident, between the Ilmarin mountain range and the Pacific Mare Interregnum. Care to try again? Correct. There have been a number of counter or false innocences, some assumed to have innocentic qualities, some who just thought so themselves. Occasionally, they have the support of a faction inside the ecclesiastic organization, and accusations of foul play have arisen.
Learning, education.
The most famous and important of these was Ernau Pasternak. He was into torture, despotism, hymns, cannons, and world conquest, but got defeated and humiliated by Stepan the Despicable of Kedra.
Okay.
Final stretch. You've come so far and learned so much. This is the most important one. Question 4. Who was the greatest innocence? The most important of them all. The most precious to humankind. Correct. The Mesk might see Franco Negro as the father of nations, but as of this century, there's been a great shift in attitude. Dolores Day has become widely regarded as the greatest innocence, a most radical change to the whole fabric of the world. Everything from inter-isolary travel to the connected world to 3 consecutive scientific revolutions can be traced back to her. Every decade that passes, she seems less human somehow, and more beautiful. And more beautiful. And more beautiful.
Ouch.
Congratulations on finishing the test. The results and your subsequent grade have been calculated. You get a C, vaguely passable. A solid effort with nothing much else to show. Nice going, mediocrity man.
Alright.
You would have done better if you just left Dolores Day for the end. Dial the Dolores Day down a bit.
What's going on with you? Okay.
You are shouting at an inanimate object, like a real weirdo. The worn map features the patch.
Okay. We read a book. Very good. Oh wow, it's 21:05 now. I think 22 was the time needed. To talk to Kim. Oh.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname. The faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions, just chips in the sandstone.
Where? There? Those are old. These bullets were fired during the Revolution, over half a century ago. They do not warrant investigation. Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective.
I notice every little thing.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Your money disappears into the coin slot, a clunk, the ring of metal. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost. The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible, a half-sunken sea fort, its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it, its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind. The little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
Okay, nothing yet. Man, Kuno's been at that all day. Alright, I think that's good for today. Made some investigation progress. We'll save and quit. Okay. Okie dokie. Thanks for joining me. Anybody that did. This game's really cool. Sorry, like, it starts to enchant me when I get a little less talkative, unless there's anyone to talk to. But I hope you still did enjoy it so far. Okay. Where we at? So let's find somebody to raid. Excuse me. Boop, boop, boop. Tramps. Let's raid into proxy. Alright, everyone. Have a good one. Bye-bye.